Hi everybody. Welcome to Acting from All Angles. Today we're going to be talking about headshots and how to bring it. But first, let me introduce myself. My name is Julianne Lichty Stratton, and I'm the creator of Actors in Action Professional Actor Training, where we empower the passionate actor with the craft and skills to have a serious acting career. I am really excited about this Acting from All Angles right now. I am running a little late because I was so excited because I was working on a video that's going to go along with this blog, so it's really going to be fun. We're going to be talking about headshots today, as I said, and how to bring it to your headshots. So what do I mean by that? I mean, bring yourself. Make your headshot the best it possibly can be. Make that session fantastic. How to prepare, but mostly not really even how to prepare, really what to do in front of the camera on the day. Okay, so I'm going to mostly talk about the experience we had last night in my intermediate class. We had a very special class where I did a headshot session. So I have a camera. I have a camera. Hey, David Pratt is here. David, welcome. So glad you're here. So I have a camera. I've shot some. I am not a professional photographer or anything like that. Scott's on here. Yay! But I wanted to give my students a chance to learn how to practice a little bit, how to be in front of the camera before we go. And Clarissa's here. Clarissa, we missed you last night. Naughty thing. You're supposed to be there. Anyway, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to teach them how to be in front of the camera so they can move around, so they know how to position themselves and be comfortable in front of the camera. Because a lot of times actors, especially if they're new, they just sort of, and Katie's here, hi, so many people, that's great. A lot of people, they just get in front of the camera and they freeze. They don't know what to do, especially if they're new at acting. They're just kind of like, I don't know what to do. So last night, this is what we did. So I set up this in my classroom area. I set up lights and I had my camera, even bought a new lens for it. And I just had my students sit. I brought in a couple of cool chairs from my house. I had them sit in the chairs and we played music and I took pictures of them and I coached them. I was like, okay, so you need to keep moving. I think that's one of the biggest tips with this, with headshots, is you need to keep moving. You need to keep giving new positions for the photographer to shoot. Okay, now that doesn't mean you're like wah wah, you're not supermodel, like, you know, working it. But you want to be able to have different angles. Okay, so one of the biggest things is I've noticed with my students, I'll say, you know, go get your headshots. They'll get them, they'll bring them back in, and like half of them will be like this. They'll just be like in the same position. They won't move. And then they'll put on a different shirt and the rest of them will be like this. And I'm like, are you kidding me? You have to move. You have to move around. Okay? So one of the big things is, of course, being comfortable in front of the camera, but knowing how you look on camera, knowing like what your best angle is, or not even that, just how to work the camera, how to give a lot of different angles, a lot of different variety, so that you and your agent can pick something really fun. Okay, oh, JR's here too. All right, so that was the big thing with last night. They each got a turn. I told them to bring a couple of different shirts. They each actually got 2 turns, and we sat in the chair. So I'll just give you a little example. Now I am making a YouTube video that's going to go along with this, okay? So you're going to see the blow by blow. I videotape the whole thing, so it'll be more involved there. But this is just a basic idea. So here we've got our chair, right? Now, of course, maybe you're not going to be sitting in a chair exactly, but you don't want your whole headshot just to be like this. Cheese, 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 cheese. No, you want to move around. First of all, you can move your head a little bit. You can angle it like that, like that. You can go to the sides, you can lift up a little bit. Now, your photographer, if they're good, they're going to help you. They're going to be like, drop your chin, move this. They've got a hair right here, right? So, of course, we want to do that. But they can't sit there and prod you along. Okay, move your head this way now. Oh, okay, smile. Huh. You need to give them something. You need to work with it. So if I got this chair, here I am. I'm sitting here. I like to use my arms and my hands a lot in my headshots. So I might do something like this, and they get a couple of shots of that. And I know because I can hear the camera, so the click, 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 I feel like I've kind of used this pose. Then I might just comfortably move a little bit more like this. okay? And who knows what their frame is? Maybe they're just shooting me like this. But I'm giving them a different angle. So I'm looking, I'm smiling. Maybe I want to tilt my head. Maybe I want to tilt it a different way. Then I feel moved to go right here. Okay, and if they're worth their salt, they're going to have great lighting, so it doesn't really matter where I move, right? And they might say, can you move your hand because it's going to be cut off weird in the frame, it's going to look weird, so I'll just put it down here. Trust them, they're watching, they know what it is, okay? They know how to have you move. All right, so pretty much I just go by what I feel in the moment to be moving around and connecting. Of course, there's a whole emotional connection, which we're going to talk about in a second too. But if you're not moving, or if you don't give lots of different poses, lots of different varieties, it's just your headshots are going to kind of look bland, okay? And let's also talk about posing. So you also don't want to be do modelly poses. It's not very headshotty, right? I know I'm being silly, but some people know how to pose, and that's all they can do. As an actor, of course, our headshots are about us, about showing us in a deep, beautiful, emotional moment that captures the audience, captures the people looking at us and going, wow, they make me feel something. Let's call them in, okay? So if you're posing, I know I just told you to pose, but not like modelly canned pose. If you're like, these are my 3 poses. That's like, go look silly. Go look silly. I mean, some of it might look really pretty, which is great, but you want to bring yourself to it. Okay, so that's one thing. Get comfortable. What I recommend, and this is why I did this for my class last night, I recommend sitting your butt down in front of a camera and just getting a friend to take pictures of you. So hopefully you get the lighting kind of decent, and then look at those pictures. And look, how does my face look when I do this? How do I do, when I move like this? So you can be confident with presenting something lovely to the camera, being camera aware. I love to think of a camera as the sun shining on me, and I feel its warmth, and it feels so great. And even if I'm on set or anything, but a shoot especially, like a headshot shoot, okay? So that is a really helpful tool. Take a bunch of pictures. Look at what you look like. I know this from experience because I kind of have a hobby of getting photographed. I love to be photographed. And so when I first started out, I was like, oh, my face looks kind of weird this way, or I don't like that. So what I did is I just sat down and I looked at all the shots of a couple different headshots, and I was like, oh, I look really cool when I go like this. You can see my dimple. It's kind of cute. So for commercially stuff, I know if I kind of turn like this, I can have a nice, cool, cute shot. There's other things too. I just know how my face works, and I know how to work it. I was once hearing, I once heard about Cindy Crawford said, supermodel. They said she just knew how to work a camera. She knew her face, she knew her body, she knew how to present her best, not side. I'm not talking your best side. I'm just presenting yourself fully to the camera. She knew how to do that. And we can learn how to do that too as actors. It's just really, really super helpful. Okay, so back to poses for a second. You might be, I don't know how to pose. I don't know what to do. So you could look up other photographers, other headshot photographers, and see how people are posing. Again, reproductions.com is a great place to look for different headshot photographers, what people are wearing, how people are posing. Now, I know it's tricky. I don't mean like you should pose this way, but just to get ideas of your flow in front of the camera. How do you flow? Also, you don't want to move really fast. You don't want to be like, look at this, huh? You have to have a little bit of pause so that the photographer can catch that. Okay, great. All right, I'm looking at our time here. I'm going to wrap up with saying that of course, emotionally, you want to bring your stuff there. So like last night, we had music blasting. We had Amazon Unlimited, and whoever was in front of the camera got to pick the song. So it's really nice if you can have some music going when you're doing your headshots. It's going to get you warmed up and relaxed, and you're going to feel really good, and it's going to be fun. So music is really fun. If you can't do music, that's okay. You could just imagine things that make you really happy, make you really confident, make you very serious, personalization stuff. You can do that too when you have music. Right. So there's just a lot of things. There's so much more we could talk about with this. So I'm just, icing am I icing the cake? I'm not icing the cake. I'm just scratching the surface. That's the phrase. I'm scratching the surface with this. We're gonna go more in depth with my video for YouTube, which I'm not sure when will come out, but hopefully soon. Yeah, so basically headshots. Prepare the movement, do a little bit of homework. Have a friend take pictures of you, okay? And then look at it. And then be prepared to bring something fun, bring something emotional. Give your photographer lots of options and have freaking a lot of fun. Because headshots are fun. And if you don't think they're fun, practice them until you think they're fun. All right? Okay, hope this helped. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. If you have any questions, please just comment below. All right. Have a grand, grand day, and I will see you guys later.